Last April, there were 79 wildfires burning in northern BC. And this year, the conditions may not be as tender dry, but it can change extremely quickly. In April 2016, much of northern BC was on fire. The Peace River Regional District declared a state of emergency. Evacuation orders were issued for Hudson's Hope, Charlie Lake, Baldonnel, Beaton, and Taylor. While the fire risk is currently considered low, officials say it can change rapidly.
It can dry out very, very quickly, so it can fool people. They might think that today it's the risk is low, but you get those high winds that we get in Dawson Creek, and it'll dry out very, very quickly.
Which is why officials are still warning the public to avoid another devastating spring.
You know, the Peace region and kind of areas throughout the Prince George Fire Centre are experiencing below normal snowpack levels. And some areas of the Prince George Fire Centre are already snow-free. So, you know, BC Wildfire Service is reminding the public to be extra cautious with any open burning. As the snow melts, it won't take long for the grass to dry out and become flammable, especially in windy conditions.
So far this year, there have been 2 fires reported, which turned out to be people burning without permits. The fire chief said it is important to be cautious and follow all the guidelines when doing a controlled burn.
They have to call a 1-888-800 number, the BC Forest Service, to get a number before they can burn. And there's certain things that they have to follow. They have to have equipment there sufficient enough to suppress the fire if need be. So if the wind picks up, then they have to put the fire out. They have to have the sufficient equipment and staff there to do that. The bigger fires, the Class 3 fires, they have to put a burn break around the fire, so they have to have it made so that the fire can't get away on them accidentally.
If the rules aren't followed, you can be fined. Fines can range from $1,100 or $100,000 and a 1-year jail sentence if convicted in court. The chief says if you do plan to burn, call, even if it's just a small fire in your backyard.
And that's true from anywhere from a Class 2 or Class 3 that are industry-size fires, and even campfires, especially a campfire if you're in a fire protection area, such as the city of Dawson Creek. If you have a campfire, you're supposed to phone us as well. And really that's just to give us heads up. So if we see a plume of smoke or if somebody reports a plume of smoke, we know that it's just a campfire.
Marney Blunt, CJDC-TV News, Dawson Creek. The fire chief says residents are allowed to burn yard debris in Dawson Creek, but you need a permit and you also need to call Environment Canada for it to be approved. The fire chief also says there will be a free burn week in May. Permits during that week will be free of charge.